England. Number 3, best dumb criminal, Simon Holden, shoplifted beer from a convenience store in full view of the manager. 3 days later, Mr. Holden applied for a job as a shelf stacker at the same store with the same manager. When the manager confronted him, Mr. Holden bolted from the chair and left the store, stealing 2 more six-packs on the way out. He's been arrested. Dateline Washington. Number 2, best impression of the Bush administration, the Obama administration. Stars and Stripes reporting that the Pentagon has hired the Rendon Group to screen journalists who wish to be embedded with U.S. forces, to screen them by deciding whether their coverage of the military has been positive, negative, or neutral. The military had barred a Stars and Stripes reporter from an embed in Iraq because it claimed he had refused to highlight good military news. This was last month. It gets worse. This Rendon Group, it's the one that bankrolled Ahmed Chalabi, which the Bush Pentagon hired, and now the Obama Pentagon's hired him too. And Dateline New York, number 1 best sports blooper, Bill the Clown, in his nightly round of self-applause last night, designed to drown out the echo of Daddy hitting him. When somebody mentioned MSNBC's reaction to something, Bill belched, "They have no audience, nobody. What you just said is like saying, all right, the Toledo Mud Hens are going to be mad. Okay? It doesn't matter. I'm not insulting the Toledo Mud Hens, but they're a AA baseball team. What they think about the New York Yankees doesn't matter." I hate to intrude with the facts, but ours is the highest-rated cable news program, viewers 35 and younger, and the highest-rated cable news program for all viewers not on fixed news. And since fixed news is now migrated completely over to serving propaganda to tinfoil hatters, conspiracy theorists, paranoids, and racists, it is not a news organization, making this show the highest-rated cable news program, period. But more importantly, the Toledo Mud Hens, they're a AA baseball team. AAA. Toledo's AAA. They have been since the classification system, AAA, AA, single A, went into effect in 1946. Billy can't tell his A from his AA. This from a baseball expert, O'Reilly, who claimed he got a tryout for a pro contract from the New York Mets in 1970 or 1971 and told author Marvin Kittman that he was warming up on the mound, one of the mounds in the bullpen at Shea Stadium, while next to him another young pitcher, whom O'Reilly insisted nobody had ever heard of, was also warming up, and who he then revealed with a great flourish was a rookie named Tom Seaver, who would have been in at least his 4th season with the Mets, including the year he led them to the Miracle World Series win of 1969, when O'Reilly got his tryout. Unless O'Reilly just dreamt it.
Dream, 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 dream.
There's been lots of talk about dropping the public option and not extending to all Americans the health care plan enjoyed by seniors, veterans, and members of Congress. As such, we'd like to walk you through a world with no public options. First, you wake up to the sound of someone robbing your house. You call 911, but you don't have police insurance, so they don't come. You start your car to go to work, but it bursts into flame. The fire department comes to put it out, but you can't make the copay, so burn, baby, burn. Now you walk to work, which saves you money because all the highways are toll roads. Not that you could afford the fees anyway. At the office, you're sued for sexual harassment, but when it goes to trial, the plaintiff outbids you in the private courts, and you lose. Soon, a private corporation buys control of the atmosphere and charges you for the air you breathe. And since a lack of oxygen in your lungs is a pre-existing condition, you won't qualify for air insurance, and you'll just have to die.
This message brought to you by a random a-hole who wants to make the healthcare debate even more confusing.